Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's just so funny to see a veteran, a first-ballot Hall of Famer like Aaron Rodgers, at the end of his career really bounce around and look for that final place that he can make home to kind of go off into the sunset and put a final chapter on what's now a 21-year NFL career. So what are the expectations? I think around Pittsburgh, they expect him to be Aaron Rodgers. I think he's healthy. I think he's motivated. And when he can be out there every single week, there's very few guys who have played the quarterback position better over the history of the league than Aaron Rodgers.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's Aaron. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Steelers.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll run the toss with Warren. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Allen in motion. They'll run here, and this is Hassan Haskins. Inside the 35. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. It's a big one for the Chargers. It covers 63 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Disley is the man in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught by the tight end, Will Disley. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. sack, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Pass for Ironmuth, the intended receiver. It's second down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Room to run, past the 30. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. The master of play action. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Deion Henley gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So a handoff here with Haskins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Again, they'll go with Haskins. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wilson on the stop. A 1-yard pickup. Brings up third and 8.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, he does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. 2nd and goal. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball. Everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On first down, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Now Herbert. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. On McGinn, Haskins. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Vidal trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old-school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line.
Chargers 14, Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Ticker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get back at him. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they're a handful to track down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Allen in motion. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time, comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Here's Herbert. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Second time they've connected on the drive. This one goes for 17 yards.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Catch made there by Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Throwing again, Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up second down. Herbert to the air again. He's got it at about the 8. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Conklin goes in motion. On the ground, here's Haskins. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Second and goal.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Throwing now is Herbert. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Third and goal. Herbert to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will get into the end zone. Hassan Haskins. Touchdown, LA. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod down to throw on first down. That one incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. This one is caught by Skoranek. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll work forward for a couple. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
There he goes, inside the 30. Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Disley is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is caught, and he's in. Will Disley, a down Charger. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Steelers' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
We'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
And it brings up third down.
Throwing, Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground. He will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Still third down.
So instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. Rodgers now. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. As they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down is looming. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Allen in motion. On first and 10, here's Herbert.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Second down and 3. Disley is the man in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side, hauled in by McConkey. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Chargers.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Herbert to the air again. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
13 yards on the play.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Haskins.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. Now, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Here's Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 1st down for Aaron. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So they're playing cover 2 man, Mike, so every underneath defender has to play inside leverage technique. That's the way they teach you. Play trail, be under the receiver, force that ball to be thrown deep up over your head. But his ball placement was on point, and that defender's just unable to make the play.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On the ground, this is Warren. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Haskell. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
The 16-yard line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Pistol here for Herbert. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Down and long.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Allen in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's got room past the 25. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now Gainwell. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Headed left, find time. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
That penalty is declined.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll run with Haskins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. On play action now, Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, L.A.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a 1st down.
That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Conklin goes in motion. A handoff here with Haskins. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And the Chargers have the first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Herbert on the bootleg. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd and 1.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. He pulls it in around the 5. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 21-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their 3rd quarter lead. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. now, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
I know not all corners are regarded as the best tacklers, but this guy is someone who clearly takes pride in being able to apply a decent hit every now and then. And in this case, he's able to blow this toss play up for a loss.
Throwing now is Herbert. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one's going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Play action now. It's Herbert. His full... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
The coverage by
I just don't like the
Porter
look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. On the ground, Gainwell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
17-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh.
First down,
And even
Steelers.
50 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open.
And he'll take it on in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will
Rodgers going up top again. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Haskins now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On play action, it's Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Vidal. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here, but the Guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Allen in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You know, kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
On the give, Haskins. And he will get into the end zone. Hassan Haskins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. Woo. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 20.
With down 3 scores and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On play action. Now Herbert. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Here comes Vidal. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st and 10. Give up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's getting down on the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Vidal, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So
Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll step up and run. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. As they'll get him with the shade under a minute left in this one.
The Chargers, 38-yard line.
Second down and 3. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds Austin with the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down. Rodgers now. Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
41. Steelers 27.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
First and 10 now from the 36. Herbert down to an 8. And that should wrap this one up. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.